bin vent dust collectors are basically just baghouses that have the bottom section cut off, have the hopper section removed. So that's why they look like two-thirds of a baghouse. Everything else is exactly the same. They have the same filters, the same cleaning mechanism, the same controllers. Where they are used differently many times, though, is whereas a baghouse usually is pulling air from something with its own fan, bin vents are usually placed on top of something where you're pushing air or pushing material into. So the most common place is on top of a silo, or sometimes weigh bins or very large day bins. And the reason we put them there is because as you blow air in with dust, it displaces the air that's already in the silo, and it needs to be vented out. So if we didn't have some kind of bin vent dust collector, two things would happen. Either the vessel would start to pressurize until it pops open, or you would pressurize it and then the air would and dust would go backwards through the loading line. So we have to have some way to vent the air out while leaving the material inside. So most common setup, a big silo where when the trucks or trains come and they blow the material in, or you have a big screw conveyor that drops material into a silo, on the top of the silo, you have a bin vent dust collector. As the air is displaced, it goes through the filters and out the dust collector just like normal. Sometimes they have a fan that helps pull the air through. Sometimes they don't have any fan. So only the air being pushed in is what goes through the out through the bin vent. Other times it's both things. The air is being pushed in as well as the bin vent has a fan pulling out. But in either setup, it essentially work the same way as your normal bag houses. A lot of times these are the most neglected and overlooked dust collectors in the plants because they're often very hard to get to. They might be used intermittently. And because of that, it's hard to monitor them. It's hard to check and keep them in good condition. So a lot of problems with silos, with loading, unloading, these kinds of things. A lot of these come from not having the bin vent either sized correctly or maintained well. So they're definitely an area when we go and do inspections and system audits, it's definitely an area where we see a lot of plants lacking and where they can make improvements.